Let's jump into the next one. This one's sad. I always have a weird feeling about this. I was talking to Emmy last night, and I was like, "Hey, am I a dick for feeling this way?" And it was more along the lines of videos like these are very validating because I've been here for a long time, and I make a lot of arguments that Star Citizen's not a game. It's not a good game if it is a game, and there's a lot of problems with it, and it needs so much more to be the game that we all backed for, right? And I'm always out there saying things like that, and videos like these are very validating to me, but it never feels good to watch videos like this. And this is from Ali43. It's Star Citizen videos. Let's talk. And he's going through what many of us go through and have gone through, is that you cannot pop into Star Citizen and play it like a game because there's not enough to do, right? Star Citizen is, unfortunately, not even a tech demo. It's still a proof of concept, proving that Star Citizen can be made. So let's hear what Ali has to say, and yeah, it's a struggle.
Okay, I don't know where this video is going to go. I haven't really thought about it too much, but
I just want to be clear. I'm not sitting here happy that Ollie's hit the wall that we all hit. But it's like, every time you read a comment saying how stupid I might be, it's moments like these that remind you that, you know, I might not be as dumb as you think, you know?
I just really need to be completely honest with you guys and be completely upfront, and just, it doesn't really freaking matter. It's just a YouTube channel, but you have to realize, for me, it's like my whole world. This is what I do. I get up every day and I make YouTube videos. I talk to you guys. It's important to me. So just let me indulge in a little conversation.
This stuff may not be important to all of you guys out there, but I don't think you understand how much it means to us. Right? It's what we do every day. And when the game actively fights against being a game, it can be incredibly frustrating, because a lot of people would just say, oh, but just be patient. Just do this. Just play this. Just do that. Forehead, right? Like all those things. Just play other games. Well, it's not that easy, right? And it's tough.
About what is going on with the channel.
He's been doing Star Citizen videos Twitch, regularly for about a year.
Everything, and just speak to you guys as kind of openly as possible.
Thank you, Charlie.
So I've tried the past. You notice that I haven't uploaded a video. Let me just double check this. In over nearly 10 days now, which is super rare for me. For the past year and a half, I've been uploading, I don't know, a video every other day. Some months, a video every day. And here's the thing, guys. I'm a little burnt out. Like, to the point where I can't get through.
The fact that he survived this long is, and through 318, is insane.
Recording a video, and my editor Jack will know this. I can't get through recording a video without second guessing myself, thinking, you know, have I made the right video? Have I said the right thing? Is this entertaining? Stopping and starting again. Stopping and starting again. Stopping and start again. And it's really not like me. Like, usually I'm a one-take wonder. I just turn on the computer, have a rough idea in my head of what I'm doing, record it, and that's it. Jack gets that video, edits it, and it's kablamo. Sometimes 250,000 views just like that. And it is genuinely, one, super weird, and two, really freaking easy. It's natural. It doesn't feel hard work. But lately, it's complete opposite.
Once you've gone through everything and done it all, and there's not a lot to do, the fact that he's spread it out as far as he has for as long as he has is pretty wild. But once you've done everything, it immediately becomes hard work. And shifting and changing what you do, which you cannot be, like, you just simply cannot be a Star Citizen Let's Player. You have to find new ways of making it unique, and then it basically becomes shenanigans or ship meetups or whatever stuff that isn't, in his mind, entertaining. And I would agree. I don't find that kind of content entertaining at all. It gets old really quick, and you very quickly begin to hit the wall of like, yeah, this is not a video game, right? Like, this is not a day-to-day MMO content. Like, the thing about MMOs is leveling is content, right? We don't really have leveling in Star Citizen, but maybe it'll be like the reputation grind that is like an actual difficult thing to get through. Will take a number of hours. And then from there, it's like, all right, well, what's the end game of that experience? And then what am I going for? Certain loot, crafting, or whatever, right? In an MMO, there's always more to do than you have time. There's always something to do, right? In this game, since it's not anywhere near there yet, there is never enough to do, and what do you do, right? That's the problem.
I don't know if I've lost my confidence in what I'm saying, or whether or not people are interested, or I'm just completely burnt out on Star Citizen. I don't know what it is, but it's got to a point now where I feel like I have to make this video and just talk to you guys. Like,
okay, I'm going to read this. It's not an MMO. It's intended to be, okay? But it's definitely a game. Star Citizen has boatloads more content than Microsoft Flight Simulator. No, it doesn't, right? Because let me try to explain myself. It absolutely doesn't have more gameplay than Microsoft Flight Simulator, because when you buy Microsoft Flight Simulator, you know what you're buying. Okay, so like, I am going to fly a 747. It's going to have all the bells and whistles, all the buttons. It's going to look really good. So the gameplay that I expect to be there is there. When you buy Star Citizen and you watch an Ollie video, a Morph video, you think that the game is one thing. If you watch it from my perspective, you might think the game is another thing. And then when you buy Star Citizen after watching a Star Citizen video, you're probably going to think that there's a lot more there than actually is. So it's that's what I mean. It's not the game that we purchased. So it is not a game yet. It is not the game. Should I say that instead? Maybe, but that's what I mean.
The cut and dry of it, the absolute truth is, I got really burnt with 3.18 in Star Citizen, covering
so understandable.
It on almost like a daily basis. And the thing that really just pushed me over the edge is the recent 3.19 F8 Lightning thing. I spent a week preparing a video. Whilst I was preparing a video, I had to build up reputation in the game. I had game crashes. I had missions bug out on me, which means I lost rep, which means I had to redo and I went to prison because I exploded in an asteroid field for no reason. Things like this. And I spent hours upon hours upon hours trying to make this video. And then when I got to the point where I could actually record the video, you couldn't even do the freaking thing. And it was just like, I think it just nudged me over the edge in terms of like making content for Star Citizen, gameplay wise. I mean, when I first started, it was incredibly charming. It's a game in development. I don't mind the bugs, and still now, like, I overlook it a lot of the time because it's in development. It's going to get better, and I expect it to get better, and I know it will get better. But
yeah, bugs are one thing, but lack of things to do after all these years is an entirely different thing. And for him to focus his channel on exclusive stuff, he made like literally 2 different videos that were not Star Citizen in the last like year, right? Because I had him on the podcast, and I was obviously checking out his stuff and trying to get a sense for him and what he does and all that stuff. Even though I had a general idea, I wanted to make sure I was like properly informed. And shifting to just Star Citizen content and trying to make real entertaining engaging content, like with the game, it was never going to be this long-term possibility. And I think it still isn't and won't be for a significant amount of time. I don't know when we can consider Star Citizen a game that you could kind of play day in and day out and make, where you hit that bar where there's too many things to do and not enough time to do it. I think we're very far away from that. So, it's sort of the mistake that we all make a lot as creators, where we go, oh, wow, I'm getting views now, riding it high, I'm going to ride this wave. But the thing is, if you don't start looking for the next wave, or, changing what you do to deal with the fact that there's only one wave in Star Citizen, that you eventually will hit this wall,
Lee, I don't know whether that was just the last straw, or I just hate being negative. I hate negativity in an entertainment space, in terms of me whining about crap that bothers me. Like, no one freaking cares. Like, if it's about the game or it's about a thing, then yeah, maybe. But this only annoys me. It doesn't annoy any of you. So I find this.
Well, the thing is they're now not getting videos from you, so it means something to them, right? Like, I know Ollie has like this really dedicated audience that watches his videos every time they come out, right? It's like a weeknight show. It's, anybody have their favorite YouTube channel that they, no matter, they know the content is, maybe it's not the most entertaining thing. Like this, I'll just give my example. I watch like this family farm every day. I think they put out a video every other day. My wife and I sit down after dinner and we're like, turn on YouTube. Is it there? If it's there, they do the same thing every day. They feed the cows. My wife just overheard it. They feed the cows. What do they do next? They open the farm market. They take care of the chickens.
They feed the cat. No, they're not the cat. They feed the cows. Then they take care of the chickens. Sometimes they have to collect the eggs. Then they go check on their seedlings, if it's seedling time, or
they're planting. Sometimes they have to harvest.
They've got to set up the market, the farm market. It's the best show.
It's the same thing every day, but it's
amazing.
It's our YouTube channel that we watch every day.
It's amazing.
So basically, if Ollie.
Oh, okay.
So if Ollie's struggling and isn't making videos and is complaining about, hey, the game sucks, I can't make videos, it does affect the people that watch his stuff, is basically what I'm saying. Are you heading out? All right, I'll see you later.
Really hard to I'm this close to just stopping the video and just going and make a cup of tea or something, but I'm going to persevere, because I've tried so hard to make videos over the past week and it's just not happening. So yeah, basically, long story short, I don't know whether it's Star Citizen. I don't know whether it's just me. I'm just having a tough time at the moment. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't know what.
I mean, this happens. This happens to every content creator in the Star Citizen space that is making gameplay exclusive content. All of it. The moment, but the thing is that what Star Citizen is and has been for 10 years has been discussion. It's, what will it be? What do I like about it? Ooh, look at this pretty picture, right? Ooh, that ship is so cool. Here's why. What am I going to do with that ship when it comes in game, right? That has been Star Citizen content forever. And it took me a while to realize that people were coming to my channel to hear what I had to say about Star Citizen and a lot less of what I was doing in it, because we're not there yet. The people that are going to succeed in the Star Citizen space 5 years from now are going to be the ones who are making epic content, whatever that might look like in Star Citizen, either, crafting the most difficult thing to craft, or, controlling the most difficult area to control, PvP, whatever, right? The people who are having success now are the people who are harboring communities that are having good discussions about the game. Whether or not you want to argue my community has healthy discussions or not is valid and fair. But those are the people that are having success, and anybody who's not complaining about the game to some extent isn't having discussions about the game, I think, right? And that's all he's doing here is having a real honest discussion about the game. That's it,
what it is. But to be quite frank with you, I'm kind of struggling a little bit, and I'm really finding it tough to just make videos. Something I've been doing for more than 10 years now, and it's a little jarring to second guess myself when I've been doing this for 10 years. I've got over 2,000 videos uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah, because you made them in an actual game
recently
before.
We broke over 400 million views on the channel, and I'm sat here going, oh, is this entertaining? It's weird, right? So I don't know what the solution is in terms of maybe I just need to take a break. Maybe I need to choose a different game. Maybe I need to just push through it. I don't know, but it's really weird because I echo this in my head, right? I'm thinking about this all the time. I'm going over it and over and over and over it. I forget that nobody else knows this, right? This might be the first you've ever heard. Ollie's finally making video stuff at the moment. I don't know why. Just the past week, it's just been freaking hard. And it's weird to me because I don't usually find this hard. It's the easiest freaking job in the world. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what to do. Doesn't always work. YouTube can be a little bit of a lottery sometimes. I mean, a lot of it is down to the way you make thumbnails and engage with people in the videos with stuff, but not every video bangs, and that's fine. But it just lately it's tough, man. It's really tough. In case you're wondering, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop doing YouTube anytime soon. I really want to get this kind of an off thing. I saw 400 million the other day. I was like, that's cool, but it's not half a billion. A billion would be cool. Then I would feel okay, I've made some videos. I can do something else now. But still some juice in the tank for sure. But man, Star Citizen 3.19 for me has been harder than 3.18, even though 3.18.
Bro, and then they run Xenothreat. The moment you're able to maybe play the game over the weekend, hey guys, let's run a Xenothreat, and then after the fact, because normally they would say it before the fact, and let everybody know that it was a test. After the fact, when everything goes wrong, we're just testing, by the way. And I'm getting all these comments in my YouTube video when I'm shitting on them for it, saying, well, it was just a test because Xylo came in after everything happened just to let us know it was a test. Yeah, good job, guys. Way to go. Open development, by the way. Good job. Appreciate it.
Borderline.
If you were testing, you would have told us to join and tested. Bullshit.
Didn't work. It was still interesting to me, but 3.19, there's nothing new. There's nothing for me to cover apart from, Jump Town and Xenothreat again. It's just not interesting to me right now. And apart from, and this is why I'm struggling, apart from treading over things I've already done before.
Yeah, because there's not enough to do.
I guess that's why I'm second guessing myself, because I'm I've already made a video on this. I've already talked about this. I've already shown this off. This is interesting.
And what's funny is like you said at the beginning of the video, type 1 in chat if you give a shit if Ollie can make videos or not, right? I don't think anybody cares. Nobody cares if I can make videos or not. Nobody gives a shit. But the thing is when Ollie can't make videos, it's the same problem for everybody, right? Is that it just tells you the state of the game isn't good enough to play on a regular basis, right? So when content creators can't make videos, it just means that they still haven't made the game yet. And I like to sit here and think that when I argue for the game being better, I'm not doing it so I can make videos or so my streams could be good. I'm doing it because, I backed this game before I ever made content, and it still isn't even remotely what I expected it to be. Right? And that's all I've been looking for. I don't think too many people care if a content creator is having success. But content creators have success when the game is working and is functional and is fun. They go hand in hand, right?
You know, so I don't know what I need to do. Find something else, I suppose, or wait until 3.20 comes out. I'm really, like, don't get me wrong, 3.20 is going to be one heck of a patch. Like, we've got all the new Arena Commander stuff. There is just so much packed into that. Like, game modes, there's the experimental mode. We're going to be checking out master modes for the first time. There's new game modes in terms of, like, experimental, FPS. There's new pirate swarms. There's a whole finale, like this new maps. There's a new planet, like the whole sea. There's so much content in 3.20. It's going to be absolutely.
There's a new planet. Oh, what? The Arena Commander one? I don't think we're exploring that planet really, though.
Bananas. But yeah, right now, I gotta be honest. Like, I'm really struggling to like commit to making videos. In terms of, like, I don't want to upload videos no one wants to watch, and I have a hard time with that. I could sit here and hit record on a gaming session in Star Citizen and just upload it regardless. That's not the issue. The issue is I've lost the, I don't know, I completely lost touch with what people might be interested in. And maybe I know what that is, but I just I can't find it anymore, or maybe I
don't think it's you that lost touch. It's that the game can only carry that flame for so long for you.
I don't know, man. It's rough. I'm just in my own head over this stuff. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I know what a lot of you will say before you even say it, and like maybe you've already typed it out. Like, just take a break, do something else. That's fine, guys.
It doesn't work though.
The thing is, I don't know what to make videos on. You know,
when you hitch your wagon to this game, you get tied to it, and the moment you decide to swap away from it, everything falls apart, because people who watch Star Citizen content only watch Star Citizen content for the most part. A significant portion of the community only watches Star Citizen content. That's it.
There's I recorded a video this morning of BattleBit, but I'm really hesitant to upload it because I don't know if anyone's gonna care about me playing BattleBit, you know? It's just weird.
But the thing is, Ollie, you uploaded a random Star Citizen video that got 250,000 views, and I'm sure you weren't 100% sure if people would have cared if you played that. And I'm pretty sure you said it in the first video. So, like, the idea of going out and trying new things, guess when we do that as far as Star Citizen creators go? And some of them branch out and leave forever, is we all do it right now. No ISC to talk about. Game's trash. It's the same thing every year right at this point of the game, right? I think when Ollie came in, he came in right around this time. Like, he's always been around, but he came in and started making content consistently right around this time. So you're able to dive through all of the basic stuff that we've all already been through and already have the feelings that he is having right now of, like, I can go and do a bunker again for the 600th time, right? So the idea of it being interesting at all is it's not. So we've already been through that. He went through the honeymoon phase while the game was incredibly boring. Then we get Citizen Con, then we get 318, then we get 319, and now here we are, right? So he's hit the wall that we all hit every year, and most of us go and try new things.
Weird. Completely just in a weird mood with YouTube. Like, it's fine. This happens. You do anything for like more than 10 years, like at some point you're going to hit a roadblock or feel like you need to change it up. But man, I just need something fresh to hit me in the face. I need a wet fish to slap me in the face with something fresh. You know what I mean? I'm just a little bit like 200 videos in Star Citizen. It's great. It's in production. It's amazing. Awe-inspiring moments, genuinely. But right now, I can't upload a video every other day on it because I've done everything in the game, and I don't enjoy
You beat the game.
retracing old steps just to churn out videos. That's not what I'm about. You guys know part of my enjoyment is sharing something that I'm excited about. And right now, I'm not excited about doing the same stuff over and over and over again. So, yeah, I guess I answered my
welcome
own
to Star
question.
Citizen.
I need to find something that I am interested in, that I am passionate about. But right now, I just don't know what that is.
Star Citizen content creators are like a Hydra. You cut off the head, another one appears. No, just another Ollie appears, right? Like, we had this with Morph. We're now having it with Ollie. They all fucking turn on these guys for whatever reason. The positive, look at how great this game is, guys, because they eventually hit this wall, right? And the cut off their head and another Hydra appears is just another big creator coming from another space that is like, wow, Star Citizen is cool, and they validate your experiences, right? We all think Star Citizen is cool. We don't need Ollie to tell us that it is, right? But what we need is for Ollie to have something to do, because we all need a good game. You know what I mean? That's what we all need. That's all it comes down to, is for Ollie to enjoy himself. We all would be enjoying ourselves. More consistent content that lasts longer. These little bitty updates, and like, dude, 320 is the tiniest update for even Arena Commander. It's a lot of the back end stuff. DJ is here. Duncan is here. The guy who works, the lead for Arena Commander is literally here watching and typing in chat right now. The idea of this patch is phase 1. This isn't any of the big things that I know they really want to do, right? The content that's in Arena Commander is going to fade very quickly this patch. They're going to work on, they had to go and get all the broken things functional. That's what this was. Now the steps are to make it a standalone game that we play a lot more often. But that's not going to be 320. It just isn't. I think experimental modes is the best thing they could do, because that's the only way to keep some freshness to it. But yeah, Ollie doesn't want me to pause anymore. So yeah, there we go.
So yeah, I mean, if you've got any suggestions, get in the comment section.
Yeah, I think the rotating game modes might help.
It's just
but
a weird place
in general,
to be in, man. Weird place. I keep looking over here because that's where my YouTube channel is. But how are you doing anyway? I've talked about me an awful lot. It's just one of those.
I've been doing shit for about 6 years.
Things, I don't do this a lot. I don't talk to you guys. I mean, hello if you're new around here. I make videos occasionally and talk about it now and again. Yeah, I'm just in a weird mood with it. It's tough. Really struggling. I'm not embarrassed to say YouTube is hard work. I know a lot of people think it's easy, but there is so much that goes into it behind the scenes, and
for anybody who said, well, you said it was easy at the beginning, it's not easy. It was easy for him to record and know what he's doing. But it's not easy to put out a video that is really good, right? Like, I think Void Dude, who's here as well, found the perfect scenario where people come to his channel to watch him fail miserably and get hit with bugs and actually be and actually struggle, which can happen every single time you lock in. So Void Dude can make videos forever, right? But Ollie wants to be this positive, fun, entertaining channel, and he chose a game that actively works against that, right? It is so difficult to do, like, essentially a Let's Play channel is sort of the vibe that Ollie gives me. A Let's Play channel of Star Citizen is difficult.
It's just
the hardest
super time
to do.
consuming, and time is just not something I have.
And the fact that he's done it for 200 videos and only hit this point now just shows how good of a YouTuber and how good of a creator he actually is. So I want to make sure that, like, I'm not putting him down. That is not what I'm doing at all. If anything, he's he's shown how good he is to be able to do it for
A lot of it at
in the
moment
way
these
he
days.
did.
And yeah, it's just freaking hard. So I don't know. I'm just to let you know where my head's at, just to let you know what's going on, for full clarity, and just so you know, if I come into a video, if my next video is me and I seem absolutely fine, positive, or whatever, just know that that's 100% genuine. It's caught me on a good day, or I have ended up finding something that I enjoy. But yeah, right now is just ruffola. So yeah, it's a
Ruffola,
weird
that's
one.
a new word.
Not the type of video I like making. I hate complaining publicly. I love doing it in private. But I'm ill as well, by the way. I don't know if you can hear or tell. I don't look my best. I mean, that bar is very low. But I'm very ill right now. Maybe that's not helping. Just anyway, I've rambled on. Okay, I'm just editing this video. Jack's actually escaped this one because it's super easy edit. I don't mind editing this one. But I watched it back and I sound like I completely 180. I'm like, oh, YouTube's really easy. And then I'm like, oh, YouTube's really hard. I can't do it.
Oh,
What I
okay.
mean is, YouTube, the work is easy, but I'm finding it hard. And that's what's difficult at the moment. Anyway, I just wanted to clarify.
You have to find the work to do. Like that's the thing is what's really frustrated me is I've always wanted to make videos like Void and like I guess like Ollie and Citizen Kate, right? Like those 3 channels are the types of videos that I wanted to make, is jump into Star Citizen, share my story that happened to me. And I'm actively going to try to make those videos, but I'm going to let them come to me. And I think that I fortunately don't feel the same way that Ollie does. Is I'm not afraid to complain or do what people may, or say what people may not want to hear or whatever. And it has actively hurt my growth. Ollie is a 1.5 million subscriber channel. I am a 25,000 subscriber channel. There is no comparison to be made here. The only comparison is I hit this wall a long time ago and I gave up. He's not giving up, and that's good for him, and he's going to find a way, and that's what makes him what he is. And I think that this is a really good warning for everybody out there who is having a little bit of success right now, and going, I think I want to go into Star Citizen content creation. It's tough, but diversify, right? Diversify the way you make content, diversify what games you're playing, because you will hit this wall no matter what. No matter if you're one of the best creators in the world like Ollie is. You're gonna hit it. There's nothing you can do.
I'm finding it way harder than I normally do. It's weird. It's tripping me out. I'm in my own head. Okay, just because I don't want to record and stop, record and stop, record and stop, I'm just adding this on at the end until I'm happy with leaving it. What I mean is,
this is so funny.
So I completely
it's so hard.
Didn't really make sense. So
it's so hard to explain content creation to non-content creators, because they just think it's like, even a React video you guys think is easy, where there's a lot of content creators in the Star System space doing React videos. Are all of them having the same success that I've been having? Not yet, right? So I think that there's work that goes into it, choosing which video you're going to talk about, making sure that you actually react and make comments and do a good job and add to the video. It's not as easy as
YouTube is hard.
Like, it is easy, but it's not as easy as people think it is, because if it was so easy, why wouldn't everybody be doing it?
For mere mortals. But for me, someone who's been doing it for 10 years, I'm the champ at making YouTube videos, right? I'm a pro. Let me tell you.
You are.
But I'm finding it hard. So that's what I mean. I'm kind of being sarcastic and a bit of an idiot, but
but it's like, it's the truth, right? It's something you've done and has come fairly easy to you, and then all of a sudden it's hard. And it's hard because you chose Star Citizen. If you chose any other game, you would play it until you finished it. Like, I envy people who built their communities on, like, Co-Carnage, for example. My God, the envy I have for that gentleman, but he earned it, is building your community on experiencing different video games together. Like, people who've made it in Variety, Summit 1G, people like that, man, the envy is real, because when you're done with the game, you just move on to the next one, and everyone's there to experience it with you, right? It's super awesome. And I've never been able to break into that. From my experience, Ollie gets pretty focused on certain things as well. It's tough.
It is hard work that I normally find easier than probably I should, because I've done it so much.
Yeah.
But I'm finding it hard. Does that make sense? Does that make me sound big-headed and a total idiot? And
I hope not, because I don't see it that way.
Whatever. That's the truth. I've been doing this a long time, and I find it easy normally.
What I find is that he's putting the problems that he's going through on himself and not on the game. This is a 100% Star Citizen problem, not a creator problem. That's it. You have done everything, and there was nothing to do in the first place, and you've done it all now. So now, like, because it's too easy to blame the project, right? So you got to think, well, I've been doing it just fine without, much of a game until now. But he did say, I've done everything. I don't want to redo stuff. So what he has to do now is spread the content as far as you can to get to the next patch. The problem is again, I stated it earlier, he came in around now last year, which is content drought time for every Star Citizen content creator and the game in general, because they're doing everything for CitizenCon from this point forward. He went through all the backlog of things that we've all done a million times, and now he's come for full circle back to the point where we hit the content droughts, both ISC and the game, and now he's struggling figuring out entertaining things to do. Well, when a new patch comes out, there's always entertaining things to do. Another problem is all of the stuff is in the PTU, and we check it all out in the PTU, and then it goes live, and it's no longer interesting anymore in live. That's another thing that a lot of people go through, is we experience the experience of the new feature, very cool, but then we're not really engaged enough to do that new feature over and over and over again and experience progression with it or whatever in the game. Because Star Citizen still is not a game. It's just a proof of concept. It's them throwing in a feature and saying, see, we did salvaging when they put in hull stripping. No, you didn't. When you added removing the components and things, you sort of done it, but you still haven't done it yet well enough, right? See, we added mining. No, you didn't. Now, I would argue, in a lot of ways, you did. Right? Because the feature is something you can go out there and have a relatively different experience each time you play. Mining's pretty cool. The PvP, PvE, very limited, right? So that's the things that I think Ollie's struggling with, is realizing that everything is just this tier 0 proof of concept, no intentions of making it a live service game right now, even though they say it is. Playable now.
It's not easy. And anyone that tells you it is easy and you should get into it is lying to you to make money. It's really freaking difficult. I find it easy because I'm a genius, but that's a joke. I'm not a genius. I've just done too much of it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Rant over? I'm
Maybe?
not recording anymore. This is uploading now. I'm done. I'm going to go lay down.
He's back. Oh, I thought he was. I thought he was coming back to say something else. Oh my god, I thought it wasn't over. Yeah, dude, it's super tough. So that's the we all hit this wall, and it's just if you're gonna stay in the Star Citizen space, you have to find new ways to do it, or move on, like for until the next patch, or not make videos. Right, it's what a lot of people do too. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's super, super tough. And I don't envy his situation because I'm in it, and you just have to figure out things to do. People hate the fact that I react to videos. Some people do, some people love it. But it was how I found a way to stay in the space. And I think it helped me immensely. It was a way for me to continue having those discussions with the community in new and unique ways instead of just talking about the same thing over and over again, right? And it's been great for me, but yeah, it's tough, man. It's super tough, and Ali will figure it out. It's just need that 320.